It is a beautiful morning here at Boyer Park Marina and Campground. This is a KOA campground. It's been a very pleasant 2-night stay. Today is July 2nd, and our plan is to be going down the river, I believe about 40 nautical miles. I think that would be close to 45 miles. And it's just such a beautiful morning. Just love when the water's like getting close to a mirror. We do have a very light, gentle breeze, which I love a little touch of air movement. But yeah, should be an interesting day. We hope to maybe go to another KOA campground and marina. Normally this would not be our preference to go to marinas a lot, but due to the fact that we have 2 to 3 plus mile-an-hour river currents sometimes, it does make it pretty luxurious to be tied to a dock and able to handle currents and strong winds, which I believe may even get rowdier the closer to the Hood area. Hood, Oregon, I believe. Good morning, everybody. Wanted to give a little update from the captain. My wife and daughter-in-law do not appreciate the hat. I do feel extra special whenever I have it on, and it is a gift from my son. So it's because I have, fond memories of the gift from him. He also thinks it's pretty cool, and both of the ladies in our life do not appreciate it like we do. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I typically, when I'm going down the river, I have a little waist inflatable life jacket on, and I do not need to wear that legally in the cabin, even when I'm going through a lot. Wearing a life jacket on this boat is required going through the lock if you're outside the cabin and handling the lines. So Shyla does wear a full life jacket that does not need to be inflated or anything when she is handling the lines. We're cruising along a little bit fast for us, right at our fast cruise, just a little over 8 miles an hour, close to 7.5 knots. And also, this is a handheld floating VHF radio. I like to leave that on channel 16 just so I could hear if there's an emergency. My main radio down here, I have that on channel 14, which allows me to speak to the lockmasters. And then it'd be really cool if I had a third radio for channel 13, which is ship to ship. But I will just go to channel 13 if I physically see a ship. And we have not encountered any ships so far in our travels. This is our second day going down the river. Today is a little bit of a biggish day. Going to go, I believe, somewhere between 40 and 50 miles, 45, 50 miles in total today.
show me your map.
I also use a little app. Me and technology don't always get along really well. This app is called Argo. It is reasonably priced subscription with it, and it gives me a lot of information. It gives me real-time update based on my speed. I have punched in there my fuel burn, my draft, my height, all of those types of things so that it can produce a good route. It also would show me where the deepest water and probably the strongest current. So that is really nice to have that information. Gives me a lot of navigation information. And currently I just have in the Little Goose Lock, I believe is called. And I have that punched in so that I know my estimated time of arrival there. Ideally, they encourage you to communicate 30 minutes out. So far, I've only been able to communicate about 10 or 15 minutes out because with these hills and stuff here, even though I've got a pretty nice radio and antenna, I was not able to reach them on the radio due to what I believe would be interference from the hills and mountains around here.
Also trying a new experiment. We don't have a microwave, and they're not supposed to be good for you anyway, right? But I've been wanting to have a some way to warm things up, and I am trying this in the air fryer. I just popped that leftover tin of casserole from last night into that air fryer, and we're gonna see what it does. I don't know. Bruce and I were maybe debating. I don't know. Almost looks like to me they burned that on purpose, but he thinks maybe it might be a wildfire that burned that. I don't know what I think. Anyway, I'm glad they got it stopped if it wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so I tie to this thing here and it lowers us down. We've already gone down, I don't know, 6 feet. A guy in that thing, that tower down there let us in. Bruce works on his stern and bow thrusters to keep us away from the wall. And I just make sure we stay attached to the wall. I don't know, I try to want to show Bruce up there doing his thing. We just sort of keep hold of the wall so we don't like get too close. And I just keep hold of this, my rope. I think it's pretty cool to see the water pouring in behind us and through the gate there a little bit as we still keep being lowered. That's what it looks like inside the lock. And they're already bringing that bridge down.
Here's a little railroad bridge, I believe. Just a few minutes before the really tall railroad bridge that you can maybe just see in the distance. And I believe we will try to stay at the little campground marina, just shy of that second railroad bridge on the left. You can hear that train running across that trestle bridge over there, and I believe it was completed around 112 years ago. And by the sounds of our docks here, one could also wonder at the age and condition of this place. Quite creaky and groany, but yeah, this is quite a bit different condition than the place we stayed at the last couple nights, and pretty much like double the price, so that was disappointing. I believe that train trestle has been in use for 112 years. Pretty impressive. 261 feet high. Just a little over 3,900 feet long.